24 minutes in the books out there at Oracle Arena in Oakland, and Steph Curry, he makes it look
effortless.
23 points in the first half, and Golden State looking for their 12th straight win, leading the Sixers 60-53. It is the American Express halftime report here from Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Charles Kenny, and Shaq. There are certain games, Chuck, when you watch, you can just feel the energy, and that place is rocking tonight for a game between a team that's number 1 in the West and a team number 3 in the East. And what'd you make of what you saw and heard of this one?
Well, when the Warriors are connected, got energy, nobody can beat them.
Even without Klay Thompson involved.
Even without, yeah, I mean, they still got 2 other nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Most countries don't have but one. And when they're fully engaged, nobody gonna beat them. Let's be realistic. And any team that they think is competitive, they turn it on. Like when they played the Nuggets a month ago, they're like, okay, y'all think y'all can beat us. We just come in and smack you in the face. So if they play in Toronto, Sixers, Boston, Milwaukee, their antennas are gonna be up.
Curry with 23 points in the first half, shooting 8 out of 11 from the floor. And you said, we had a shot of him walking into the arena, and you said it looks like he's ready to do what? Who was it?
No, Charles said that.
Yeah,
Charles said that about
Curry.
When you're about to kill. But you know, the one thing that typically when you're a Western Conference team, and there's very few Eastern Conference teams that you feel is a rival. You know, obviously all 3 of us have been on great teams that were trying to win championships or won, and you go, man, they're coming in. Very few times it's an Eastern team that you get this up for. But this is also the message to the league of how, not just the league, but also DeMarcus Cousins and Joel Embiid. Because this is a separation game to say, I am just as good as you now, even coming off this Achilles, Shaq. I think he's sending his personal message, trying to send it to Joel Embiid.
And we'll get to your breakdown on Cousins in a second. The American Express teammates mentioned that Klay Thompson, who was named to the All-Star team today, suffering with an illness tonight, so he's out. But Steph Curry, 23. Durant has 12 on 6 of 9 shooting. DeMarcus Cousins, 4 points in the first half, and 5 assists and a couple of rebounds. And I know this is what you were looking forward to watching Cousins and Embiid go at it.
Yeah, usually when you got 2 similar type big men going at it, you know, one tries to come, well, they both try to come out and dominate each other. But DeMarcus Cousins, he doesn't have to do that anymore. He's playing with, like Charles just said, 4 nuclear weapons. Make the easy play. Great pass right there. We always knew he was a great passing big man. Right here, this is what he does very well for a big guy. He's taking the charge.
He's a charge taker, then a blocker.
He knows that Joel Embiid going to put his head down, and right here, make a great play and make a great pass. The old DeMarcus Cousins would have probably tried to score 15, 20 points the first half, but he don't have to do that now. He got great players around him, real easy game, so his numbers are not going to be that big. But he still can do this every now and then, go right by you and score, but he doesn't have to do it as much. So, you know, even though he has 4 points, not very impressive, but like Chuck said, when you got all those people around you, you ain't got to do nothing.
Man, the game is so easy when you play with great players. And I guarantee you.
But he had a very impactful 4 points. Like, this 4 points in his passer was impactful.
Well, you have 5 assists. That's
right.
That's good. But what's interesting, I bet you if you ask DeMarcus Cousins, he's never had that much space to play in.
No, and I'm nowhere near the player that DeMarcus Cousins was. But I remember averaging like 17 points with Sacramento. Then I got traded to, and I used to go home after the game, my knees would ache, my ankles ache, I was tired, and I got traded to Houston.
17 points?
17, at that point guard position. I'm still getting 10 assists, though. So at the point guard position, different. Then you get to Houston, and it was the easiest. I had to manage my energy because I had so much energy after games because playing with Akeem, you just get the easiest shots that you've ever had in your life. And that's what DeMarcus is going through.
Joel Embiid, 9 points, 10 rebounds in the first half. Ben Simmons named an All-Star for the first time today, and Simmons had 15 points in the first half, 5 rebounds and 3 assists, hit 5 out of 6 from the floor. Look into your crystal ball and tell me, how good can Ben Simmons be in this league as he's a first-time All-Star now?
Well, listen, if Ben Simmons learns to shoot the ball, he's going to be one of the best to ever do it. Like right now, he can be an All-Star, but you know, because there's levels. There's, first of all, everybody in the NBA can play. Everybody can play. The 12th guy on the bench was a hell of a college player. So then there's an All-Stars, then there's superstars. until he learns to shoot the ball, I don't think he can be a superstar.
It's different. It's funny, Shaq, because we were just talking about Giannis.
And I knew you were going to bring that
It is
up.
different. It's a
It is
different thing
different. It is
because
different.
he can't dominate the paint like Giannis does.
And he's only 6'6". Giannis is 7'1".
And so,
But that's the difference.
Right. So he
Right.
has to learn. But
shoot.
Giannis doesn't have to learn it until later in his career,
Right.
when his athleticism. He could take his time to learn that. With Ben Simmons, to be a superstar, will have to do that tomorrow.
And the thing is, he don't have to be Klay Thompson, Steve Kerr, Ray Allen. Because Magic Johnson was not a good shooter. He made himself a good shooter. Not a great shooter, a good shooter. Same thing with Michael Jordan. I don't think when Michael Jordan came into the league, we'd say he was a great shooter. And so, like, Ben can be a really good player, but if he learned to shoot the ball early, because right now teams don't even respect him.
Right.
At all. They just back off.
They just back off him.
60-53. Golden State has got the lead, looking for their 12th straight win. We're back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second. LeBron is back. Highlights next.
Welcome to the
American Express halftime report continues here in Atlanta. Look who's back.
The
LeBron
king.
James. The Lakers 6-11 as he missed a season or a career high 17 straight games. And he's got the lay there. He had 2 points in the first quarter, 1 of 3 with 3 turnovers.
No minute restriction, Ernie?
No minute restriction. Kyle Kuzma back after missing a couple of games.
Oh, give me that.
Give me that.
He's got the swipe there, and then he's got the assist to Lance Stevenson for 3.
Make it dance.
But you see the easiness with he and Rondo, how easy these guys are getting
Oh,
shots.
bully ball.
You know,
Get up, little man.
they don't have to work at
Get up, little man.
LeBron 5 points, 5 rebounds,
Bully
4
ball. You like
assists
that
on
move,
2
Chuck?
of 7 shooting
I like
in the
that
first
move.
half.
Man. That's how I used to do you.
Game in Charlotte, leading the Bucks into Toronto tonight and trying to beat Toronto 3 out of 4 in the regular season. He's got 13 in the first half, and the Bucks have a 56-47 lead over the Raps. Here we are in Studio J for the American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley, our American Express teammates. The Freak and his teammate who joins him as an all-star, Chris Middleton, who's got 7, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. First time since 2000-2001 that the Bucks have had multiple all-stars. Back then they had Ray Allen and
Ben Baker.
the big dog, Glenn Robinson.
Robinson. Oh,
As
my bad.
their,
My
as their
bad.
all-stars. But this time around, it's the Freak and it's Middleton, and the Freak has got the attention of Shaq.
He's the first big man that I've seen average 27-13, right? A couple assists, 6 assists without post moves. So he's a point big man, the new era of basketball for big guys. He's playing at the top of the key, very unconventional, especially for us three. But what I like, he reads the defense very well, and he does
Nice
what he's supposed to do as a big guy. Just take it right to the hole. Everybody's saying, yeah, but he needs to work on the jumper. Forget that. You don't need to do that. You need to do this right here. This is why you're shooting 55, 56% from the field, because even though you're not post moving, you're still doing what big men do. You're taking high percentage shots. And this part right here is playing very smart. Coach Bud has been playing well. You draw the defense, kick it to your teammates. That's why he's averaging 6 assists a game. And again, he's the first big guy that's doing that without doing post moves.
But you're saying he doesn't have to improve that other part of his game?
No,
He'd
he
be
does
unstoppable,
not.
man.
Well, he already is unstoppable.
I mean,
Stop
he'd
it.
be even more unstoppable.
Hey,
You're saying-
Greek freak, don't even work on that jumper.
You're saying he couldn't be a better shooter?
Nope.
That's not going to help his game.
Well,
Don't even work on that
Come
jumper.
on now.
Well, I'm
Dominate.
gonna disagree with that, because if he gets learn how to shoot the basketball, then he'd be unguardable. I mean,
He's unguardable now.
no, he's not unguardable.
First of all, that's just a soft big man talking. When you're the biggest guy there, you take high percentage shot. You do.
I will say he's unguardable.
Yes, he's soft.
I will say he's unguardable now.
Thank
but
you.
I would
Thank
say
you.
later on, if he develops the jump shot when he gets into the latter part of his career, he will still be just as effective.
Okay, I agree with that. But now he don't need to work on that jump. Don't settle. You punish them boys down there. You shoot over a chair. That's how you win. Not shooting jumpers, facing up, shooting little jumpers like a soft big man.
Why he
You're
got
hard,
you like
big
that?
man.
Why you got you?
Because he's soft. You don't know
Oh,
that.
Are you just holding your fire
He's
over
holding
here?
it. He's holding
First of all, Chuck, you're a power forward. Don't speak on no big man, okay? Because that's not your category. That's my category, okay?
What
When
a
it comes to
power
big man
forwards?
is me, huh?
What about power forwards or big guys?
No, they're little big guys. They're not big guys. They're little big guys. That's why they're 4 and not the 5. So don't tell me what he needs to do. I know what he needs to do. Thank you very much.
I know you think, Ann Coulter, just because you said stupid stuff don't make it true.
Well, it's true, because I know it's true.
But Giannis is a 4. Giannis isn't a 5.
Well, listen, he's a point. He's a big man.
Right,
he's tall,
whatever.
he's long, he's a point. He's
Whatever.
4 or 5.
The Raptors are the second best team in the Eastern Conference, record-wise, right behind Milwaukee. What have you seen from them tonight that has got you going to the board?
Yeah, because, you know, we don't get to see them much, a lot, because of the north of the border. And you
Oh,
know,
they get TV up there.
Yeah, but we don't get to see them a lot in terms of on TNT. And I think the other thing is we talked about the American Express teammates. We went straight to Giannis and we straight to Middleton. But the teammates here are Lowry right now, and we have our big guy Kawhi Leonard. Oh, I thought you was coming. I thought you was coming. You see, I took that first step. So to me, the difference is here. The ability of these two guys to create off the dribble, but not give up their dribble. They're strong enough, just like Giannis was, to be able to get it. And here's Lowry. So here's a point guard, and I call him the little pit bull right here. So if you're right here and you freeze it here, freeze it. You got Malcolm Brogdon, who's probably one of the strongest guards in the NBA. You got your bigs coming. You have your Giannis on the other side. You have all kinds of physical help. But this does not deter Kyle Lowry. This is why he's an all-star, because he's still able to get in, take the contact, finish over the bigs, and score. And not to be able to give up his dribble, make something out of nothing. So here we got Kawhi Leonard the same way. We got a pick and roll starting. Ibaka comes out to pick. And Middleton does great defense. And all you got this, freeze it here. You got this semi-zone here. You got 5 eyes. You got 10 eyes on this guy, 5 sets of eyes. But he says, no, I'm not giving up my dribble yet. I'm going to create the opportunity because I'm strong enough, I'm big enough, and I'm tall enough to get in the area and score. These two guys, to me, is the reason why we need to show them more.
Leonard, 10 points in the first half, 4 out of 10. Kyle Lowry's got 7. Toronto just 2 for 17 from deep in the first half. And they trail 56-47 to a Milwaukee team that is #1 in the NBA in defensive efficiency. Back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second. Oh, come on now. That's not right. Talking about a Hall of Famer over here to my left.
That was funny.
Hey, look at the shot. Look at the hat. Stay puffed.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. There he is.
I remember Stay Puft.
I'll bet you do.
At that, Chuck. I ain't laughing at that. That ain't funny.
Stay puffed, man.
That was
Welcome.
Later tonight, Sixers and Warriors. You know, this guy makes it look Steph Curry and the Warriors.
He got that look.
Won 11 in a row.
He got that look on his face.
What is that look?
I got to come here, so I might as well just stomp the Sixers while I'm in the building.
We'll see if he's able to do that later on tonight. Meantime, Brooklyn has lost 15 straight games in San Antonio, and there's a delay because they got bats in San Antonio again.
Where's Ginobili?
Yeah. Remember when Ginobili swatted that one right out of the air?
Yep.
There's my man Theo Pitson.
Yeah.
They got to get these guys off.
D'Angelo Russell said, I want no part of this.
I had a bat.
Everybody chasing
got
down
him.
bats with towels and big old nets.
Nope, that's
not going to catch a bird.
That's what happens when you
Yeah,
play
there
in
you
the barn.
go. Same thing that you were thinking about. As what
I
David
had
Robinson's
my
saying,
home.
where's Manu Ginobili when you need him?
Boy, let me tell you something. I really want to say something then. I'm going to let it go.
I got it. I already know what he's going to say.
What?
I'm going to send the video up to you, Jeremy.
No, he said,
Bat out.
I got a bat at home. I was like,
A lot of jokes in there.
I'm being nice tonight.
Yeah, be nice.
Yeah.
From Studio J in Atlanta, getting ready for the second game of our Dynamite
Oh.
double dip. Joel Embiid tied for the most double-doubles with Rudy Gobert in the league.
He's not eating grapes tonight.
In the Sixers taking on the Golden State Warriors, who
That's
have
the
won
reason why.
11 in a row.
You notice that Ernie Kenny just said something.
He ain't eating grapes.
He ain't getting his massage and grapes when he know DeMarcus Cousins coming in there. He only do that when Aaron Baines on the other team.
Welcome back to our Atlanta studio. Ernie Johnson and Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. So this doubleheader, which features the top 2 teams in the East, and then you got Philadelphia taking on the team that's the top of the West, Golden State. That first game looked like it was going to be a blowout Milwaukee's way. Toronto at home able to close the gap, but Milwaukee would prevail. Kyle Lowry gets the word that he's an all-star. So does Chris Middleton, named as a reserve.
Good
And
for them
early on,
guys.
Middleton to the freak.
That's what you got to do. Forget that jumper. Get that in the post. Ask for it. Get it. Deliver.
Kawhi with the steal and the easy finish.
Why did he dunk it like that, Kenny?
Oh, I saw what you did there. Freak again.
Nice defense.
Yeah, nah. Can't do nothing with that.
Stay out of that picture. Kawhi.
Getting to the lane, mid-range.
Wait, you mean the guys don't just shoot threes every time?
5-point game at that point. Middleton, all-star for the first time.
Tough shot.
That's what I love about this kid. He created his own shot. He don't just rely on, getting kick out from the Greek freak. Congratulations,
That's not
Mr.
what you said
Middleton.
last week.
56-47 at the half, and then Milwaukee would open up the lead to 24 in the third quarter.
Like you, I'm indecisive, Chuck.
Middleton rattles home the three there. Giannis?
Ooh, you know he's
you
not
do
shooting
it.
that.
Yeah, don't you shoot that.
Not
Hey,
shooting
thank
that.
you. There you go.
What kind of dummy run did that in, Dan?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, too little.
Oh, that's perfect right there.
Yeah, working on Kawhi right there.
Too little.
Man.
They had a 78-54 lead in this game as you see Bledsoe connect for three. And then comes a 22-9 run to close the third quarter for Toronto.
Oh, yeah, that second unit is just
Terrific.
terrific. Guys coming up the bench like Wright. Oh, man, it's a list of them.
87-81, they cut the
Too
lead
little,
to 6.
too little.
Middleton again.
Who's it remind you of, Kenny?
Who's that?
Mark Aguirre?
Who's that?
Middleton.
No.
No, Mark.
Just asking. I'm just asking.
Terry
resounding
Teagle, Robert Reed.
Okay, yeah. Robert Reed's a good one.
How about the play there by Antetokounmpo? After the nice play by Lopez to get a hand on it, Freak with the block,
Bob Love.
I'm not that old.
Good pass.
and Malcolm Brogdon nails it shut from three. And the Milwaukee Bucks are 24 games over 500 for the first time since 1986.
Wow.
They are 37-13, have won 8 out of 9, 10 out of 12. Say what?
You're right, A-Rod. I'm trying to figure out in 80s.
Marcus Johnson, Sidney Moncrief.
Sidney Moncrief, Terry Cummings.
Okay.
Yep.
Terry Cummings, that's a great
No, I don't
name.
think Darryl Walker was there then.
No, Darryl Walker wasn't there.
No.
He was carrying Michael towards the wall.
Luka Doncic not playing for Dallas tonight.
There's no way the Pistons are going to lose with this.
Blake Griffin,
Come on.
All-star.
an
Okay,
all-star
Blake.
reserve.
So none of those guys played for the Pistons. And
For the Mavs.
for the Mavs and no Doncic, the Pistons will win this game by
Oh,
100.
in Detroit?
Yeah,
Yeah, about 100.
And of course, all those guys not there because of the trade.
Oh, and they got an
Porzingis
87-year-old
to
man
Dallas.
out there, too.
Yeah, so no Dennis Smith,
Dirk still
no
got it,
DeAndre
huh?
Jordan,
Wait, the
no
Mavs
Wes
got the
Matthews.
lead?
Wait. And the Dennis Smith guy, none of them guys play either.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And no Doncic.
Come on, man. You got to be kidding me.
Andre Drummond doing work on the glass, as he
work.
always does.
Come on, man. Give me a break. This is ridiculous.
pass up.
boy. I feel so bad Isaiah Thomas rolling over this
Well,
great.
they're up there.
Reggie Jackson, they're
Come on.
getting
Bennett
back
Johnson.
home. Blake
Up three
Griffin,
right now, 34 seconds.
Dude.
little jump hook.
Dennis Dembo.
Come on, yeah. Come on, man. Dallas got a G League team,
Harrison
and they struggling
Barnes
with them. Come on, man.
had 27 on the night.
Joe Dumars.
Jalen Brunson misses that one on purpose. Comes down into the hands of Andre Drummond, and the Pistons escape at home with a win over the short-handed Dallas Mavericks.
won.
Short-handed.
Yeah.
That's like no arms.
I'm going to say what Calvin Murphy said the other night. That's like they lost to a three-legged horse.
93-89 the final. Dallas has played so many close games. Their 15th game decided by 4 points or less. That's
It's ridiculous, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, Pistons. Y'all not betting that.
He said, y'all not betting that?
They are 22-28. Dallas at 23-28, and of course Dallas with all the news today about the trade, and we talk about the guys moving to New York and Kristaps Porzingis coming to Dallas. Bottom line on the trade, Kenny.
Well, if you're Dallas, I'll stick with Dallas. I just think they've done a great job. For the Knicks, it's about the future and about how can we.
I'll take the Knicks. You take Dallas, he said.
Okay. I'll take Dallas. So if you look at this trade for Dallas and you say Porzingis and Doncic, because that's really what they're saying it is
Right.
for the future. And they're saying we can't be what Golden State is. We can't be the Golden State Warriors. We can't chase them. But as soon as they fall off, as soon as
Which could be after this year.
one player leaves, one player gets a little old, we're next in line along with you, Denver, because we're here. And that's what they had to do. They're chasing the post Golden State era. Everyone in the West should be chasing the post Golden State era. And when you're ready for them, they have moved themselves to me exactly where Denver is right now with those two guys.
And for the Knicks, it's scary, Ernie. So they're going to have 2 max slots. If they don't get KD and another great player, they're screwed. Because, first of all, they're going to have to pay 2 guys. And if you give the wrong 2 guys $200 million, that's the end of your franchise for the next 10 years. And I'm talking about great players. Because if you get 2 good players and give them both max deal and they don't put you over the hump,
You're an 8-7 seed.
yeah, but you just going to be good enough not to get a good draft pick. But those guys going to be stuck with you because listen, it's crazy.
And I would love to believe, and in my opinion, I think New York is still a destination for 1 or 2 big-time free agents. You got Madison Avenue, similar to LA, minus the weather and all that.
Shaq, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
When's the last time a big-time free agent went to New York?
Not in a while. But when's the last time they had 2 max slots?
But I'm just saying, though.
Paying all this money.
I had
What is the impact when your best player, Kristaps Porzingis, is so unhappy he wants out of that place, and what does that tell prospective free agents about going to New York?
That's huge because the part that was huge about it, and Steve Mills and Scott Cherry, they had, I think, done a good job up until this point. And this is all now speculation. Now they have to come through because the guy who wasn't even playing doesn't want to play for you. It's not that if he was playing. Anthony Davis has been playing in New Orleans 7 years. He's gave a great commitment. They had Boogie Cousins. They made everything to try to happen. And he said, well, we just can't get it done. But here is a guy who hadn't played and has not been playing. So they have to attract the right guys this summer.
And let me tell you something else, too. The Clippers, the Lakers, the Nets, the Knicks, all these players can't go.
Yeah, it's not like New York is the only suitor out there.
Yeah,
There are a
lot of teams going to have max dollars. Everybody can't go.
Scott Perry and Steve.
Oh, I love Steve Mills and Scott Perry, but I'm saying everybody can't get the superstar.
Philadelphia and Golden State, game 2 of our doubleheader. The Warriors trying to run their winning streak to 12. They come in 36-14 against the Sixers, who are number 3 in the East. BA's got the call.